I think you did that during the break. You have looked at the difference between the quadratic functions, hyperbolic functions, exponential, linear, as well as the cubic. You would see that in all these functions that you have mentioned here, x and the y-intercept is there. And then the other one, the two, especially quadratic as well as the cubic functions, you have the turning points. But when we get to hyperbolic functions, you don't have the turning points. But what is it that you are having there? You have what there? The asymptotes, right? Which is very, very important. Good. The same applies to the exponential. You also have the asymptotes. And thereafter, now we can be able to sketch the graph. Right. Now, we had a question here. Right. If the function is given as a quadratic name, is it possible for us to take that function back to the cubic functions? Right. Now, basically, it's very important to this part here. Right. I'm going to take these examples to try to respond to the question name. I hope that at the end of this, you'll understand really what is it that we are referring to. Right. Let us look at this one here. We are saying now in the diagram below, the graph of y is equals to f prime of x is represented. In the diagram below, we are referring to this one here. The graph of y is equals to f prime of x is represented where f at x is equals to ax above 3 plus bx plus cx represent a cubic functions. Now, what is important is now immediately you can see that we don't have the value of d here, which is very, very important, right? Now we have only 3 terms. That's good. Okay, and now from here they will say now determine the equation of f prime of x and then f of x, where f of x is equal to ax above 3 plus bx squared plus cx. Right. It's exactly the same with what we have started on earlier on, right? Boys and girls, this one you need to find the equation and everything. We'll get back to that one, right? Let us quickly look at this one here. The derivative of the function, here was f prime of x. It's very important to know that immediately when you have a quadratic functions, you must know that one represented the derivative, right? It was what? It was 3x squared minus what? Minus 8x, and then we have plus 4, right? This was the derivative of the quadratic function that we have after we have the derivative, right? Now, you want us to take this back to what? To f at x, is that correct? Yes, it's very important, right? But you must remember that f at x is equals to ax to the power of 3 plus what? Plus bx squared plus what? Plus cx. It's very important. F prime of x is equals to 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. And then f at x is equals to ax to the power of 3 plus bx squared plus cx. Now, what is important now, we need to determine the value of a, b, as well as c, or to find the cubic functions. Good. Now, what is it that we must do? I think the first step, because here we have everything here, the first thing that we need to do here is to have the derivative of this one here. We say, okay, f prime of x here will be what? Will be 3ax squared. Great? Yeah, that will be 3ax squared plus what? Plus 2bx. Plus 2bx, that's great. And now plus what? Plus c. Good? Now, we have the derivative of f, which is 3ax squared plus 2bx plus c, which is very, very good. Right, from here, where do we go now? This is the derivative. This is the derivative of f. Right, now, what do we know is this 3a is equals to positive 3. Right, now you can say, okay, 3a is equals to 3. This 3 that we are having here is the derivative of ax squared, ax to the power of 3, then is equals to this 3 that you are having. You just equate to the 2, and now you divide by 3, then the value of a then will be a positive 1. Good. And now you go to the second one, right? 2b, right? 2b is equals to what? 2b is equals to a minus 8, right? And then from here, you divide by 2, and therefore now b is equals to what? Negative 8 divided by 2, that will be a negative 4. Is that correct? Yes. Of course, the last one then will be c. Now c here is equals to what? C is equals to a positive 4. Right. What will be the equation of f? Now I can say, therefore, f of x, f at x is equals to a is 1 that is x to the power of 3. That's correct. And now b is minus 4. That is a minus 4x squared. And now c is 4. That will be a positive 4x. Now we have the cubic functions. You remember at the beginning, this is exactly still the same. We have f of x is equal to x to the power of 3. X to the power of 3 minus 4x squared plus 4. And then plus 4. It's very important. If the functions is given here as a quadratic, remember that is the derivative. Immediately when you see the quadratic in a cubic functions, then you remember that is the derivative, right? And now, if you have this one, you need to find the derivative, and now you can equate the two, and now you equate the 2. That is why now we have a is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 4, and then c is equals to 4. Right. I think you are happy now with the way I have responded to your questions. Boys and girls, please don't be afraid to ask questions. If you feel that you need clarity on something, then you can ask the question, then we'll get the answer now. Right. Let us get back now to our daily work now. We are still busy with what? We are still busy with the cubic function. Is that correct? Yes. Good. Now, let us take this one now. I want us to look at the first 3 questions. For me, they are very, very important. The first 3 questions, they are very, very important for me. Good. Now, why do I say very important for me? Because look, really, if I do well in this one, can I see now I have almost 13 marks? Yo, that will be great. That will be great. Boys and girls, no matter how difficult the question is, the first thing that you must remember for all the functions, you must know how to sketch them. That will be the bonus for you.